Good morning, everyone. Clint McLaughlin here, Midwest Market Management. I got Riley Sykart on with me here today. It is the last day of September 2025. We got a quarterly stocks report kicking off here in about 45 minutes. Those often bring in a little bit of fireworks this time of year. Guys, harvest is just pushing along, full swing, really winding down the importance of U.S. weather here. So we're going to get on here today and talk a little bit about U.S. weather, what's in front of us. And then I'm going to strongly encourage everybody to tune in on Thursday. We're going to do a nice recap of the 2025 growing season. We're going to, visit a little bit more about, what happened, how we got here, and what to expect moving into 2026. And we're also going to, look a little bit for the pain points along the way this year and where we could have been better and some of the things that work. So I hope everybody tunes in on Thursday to follow up with that. In the meantime, Riley, what do we got here for us on the weather front?
Well, nothing too exciting to wrap us up. Starting out here, some crop reports, conditions I have out at this point. I think crop conditions when we're hitting the last day of September is pretty simple. Crops are dying and getting ready to be harvested. But maturity progress, that western region is still behind there, so not anything new. Then harvest progress, right around average on corn. To the west, it's fairly slow. To the east, it's ahead of average, and south and central is ahead of average as well. So nothing super out of the ordinary right now. On the soybean side of things, dropping leaves, similar story to corn. The west isn't quite caught up to the east, but still ahead of average. Nothing to be concerned about on the bean side. The one thing I would like to add on beans, really hot weather over the last 10 days, Clint, and September days in the mid 80s in Iowa and Wisconsin is not a normal thing. And bean moistures took a pretty significant hit. So I know here locally, beans have gone from 14% to sub 10% within a 5-day window. So it's something definitely worth noting from a national yield perspective, but it's more of a heat thing than anything else. And we'll see here how long it looks to persist, because by the time we look at the next 10 days, we're getting getting close to the end of soybean time frame anyway. So harvest progress here on beans still right around average as well. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Moving in here, the next 5 days of temperatures. I mentioned it, and it's continuing.
86 degrees.
Yeah, average temps over the next 5 days in the 80s is we're looking at a very similar story to last year. Everyone remembers, especially farmers, in January, we had that report where national yields were taken down, and it was later attributed to a quick dry down. And not saying the yield's going to have the fall off we had last year, but the heat's here and stuff is drying down really quickly. So I think a lot of farmers are going to get into a bit of a mad scramble to get everything out of the field, Clint. So moving in 6 to 10 day, it does look like they're the 5th through the 9th of October. It's going to start to slow down a little bit. Temperatures more into regular fall October weather, 60s and 70s. And that's by that point, I don't know how much it's going to impact the crops. Just a lot of dry down is going to be happening over the next 5 to 6 days. So looking at the last 2 weeks of rainfall, a lot of scattered stuff, except for in that southern belt that went from Kansas all the way through, all the way to Ohio and Pennsylvania. Those guys been slowed down from harvest a little bit because of it, but not significant enough that it's impacting yields or progress in a big way. So 1 to 5, you want to talk about a wide open window, Clint. Here it is. Get the combines rolling, make sure it's set right, roll. So 1 to 5 day, nothing in the forecast. 6 to 10, some scattered sporadic stuff, but not anything to be concerned about. So the window's open. I think everybody that can take advantage of it is. I know there's some places there in the north and the Dakotas that aren't quite mature enough yet, but I think about everybody else, wheels are turning as fast as they can. So 1 to 13 day, putting it all together, pretty much all those rains are in that 6 to 10 window. So not anything new there. But overall, Clint, as our last non-final wrap up, weather's, other than a quick dry down for fall, the window's there for guys to get crops out of the field. And from a market perspective, I don't see any reason for this week to be a big impact.
No, it's getting pretty difficult for weather to impact things at this juncture without some sort of a massive harvest delay, and it certainly doesn't appear to be in the cards here for 2025. Now we should be careful because Mother Nature still rules the roost, and you never know what kind of curveball she's going to throw. But right now, it looks like we're winding down importance on weather. But you know what, Riley? That's the beauty of the world, is now we got South America becoming increasingly more important. And, you know, with the trade wars going on, a lot of currency fluctuation happening, export tariffs on our end, export tariffs on South America's end, a lot of moving components. And certainly, you know, after we get our quarterly stocks report out of the way here today, I think the trade will start to focus significantly more on both what actually comes off the fields here in the U.S. and what to expect coming out of South America. So stay tuned for South America weather, and we hope to see you there. Again, Clint McLaughlin, Riley Sykard, Midwest Market Management. Check us out at midwestmarketmanagement.com. Also, if you would like, you could sign up to receive these as well as text message sales alerts to your phone. So just give us a call if you need some assistance with that. Thanks a lot and have a great day.
This material has been prepared by a sales or trading employee or agent of Midwest Market Management and is in the nature of a solicitation. This material is not a research report prepared by of Midwest Market Management Research Department. By accepting this communication, you agree that you are an experienced user of the futures markets, capable of making independent trading decisions, and agree that you are not and will not rely solely on this communication in making trading decisions. Distribution in some jurisdictions may be prohibited or restricted by law. Persons in possession of this communication indirectly should inform themselves about and observe any such prohibition or restrictions. To the extent that you have received this communication indirectly and solicitations are prohibited in your jurisdiction without registration, the market commentary in this communication should not be considered a solicitation. The risk of loss in trading futures and/or options is substantial, and each investor and/or trader must consider whether this is a suitable investment. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by simulated historical tests of strategies, is not indicative of future results. Trading advice is based on information taken from trades and statistical services and other sources that of Midwest Market Management believes are reliable. We do not guarantee that such information is accurate or complete, and it should not be relied upon as such. Trading advice reflects our good faith judgment at a specific time and is subject to change without notice. There is no guarantee that the advice we give will result in profitable trades.